Okay, so let me just take our viewers through that. Adani Gas is up about 1,080%. This is in market capitalization over the past year. Adani Transmission up about 690%. Adani Group companies in total seeing a huge run-up in a lot of their stocks, which raises the question, did the markets overreact, Siddharth Zarabi? What are you making of the suggestion that NSDL has in fact barred 3 of these companies and barred their demat accounts, whereas we haven't actually heard from NSDL, but from the Adani Group we are hearing that this in fact is not true.
Rahul, thank you for having me on the show, and very clearly there are 2 or 3 very important fundamental points. The last point first, it's very clear that in a market as large as India, and especially in the last 14-15 months where we have seen our valuations go up, I would have expected that the stock depository would have come out with a clarification either ways. It's very tough to now fall in the camp whether the story was right or not, and I'm going to skip that for a moment. I believe it is incumbent on the overall market regulatory architecture to clarify such a matter, especially given that there's been such a steep erosion in the value for investors. I think that's a given regardless of whether there is a corporate war, whether it is alphabet A, B, C, D, we don't know that. Now, the broader context of why this debate is very, very significant, and you touched upon it. The last 14-15 months have been stupendous for the Adani Group, and so they have been for the overall Indian stock market. Look at the number of retail investors that have come in. Look at the number of demat accounts that are actively trading at this point. It's been a stupendous year for wealth creation. It's also been a stupendous year for wealth erosion in many stocks, and markets behave like this. As far as the Adani Group goes, 5 stocks, I like to call them the Panch Pandavs really of the Adani enterprise. It's a power business, it's enterprises, it is gas. There is also what is called total gas, in fact, as far as ATG is concerned. The current valuations in many investors' minds are not directly correlated with the fundamentals of the business. And you could argue this for many companies. Before someone from the group or any other expert comes and says, hey guys, why are you singling them out? The fact is there have been equally prominent, eye-popping, surprising increases in market valuations in several stocks. But as far as the Adani Group is concerned, I think there is a larger sort of business framework. Look at their foray into the airports. They got 5 airports. The subsequent award of the another 9 odd airports is stuck. Look at their forays into food and vegetables. Look at gold. They are now very, very significant and large players in the market in multiple sectors, and that has kind of come together in a story where Adani, as far as stock market is concerned, is the most momentum stock on many days. $8 billion of market value increase in the last 12-13 months, and that is not small by even global standards. So there are questions, and there is necessity for the company, for the regulators and all participants in the market to clarify these important questions. This is not a penny stock. This is the Adani Group.